Yo, Ricky Rock live back in the building about a week and some change past my first half marathon in Detroit. And I'm still on some type of like runner's high. I cannot lie. So the whole weekend was a movie. Long story short, I had re-aggravated my hamstring about a week before the run. I had been dealing with little nagging injuries the whole block just from a lack of just foundation building. I hadn't done much strength conditioning, much stretching, much of anything. I was just doing a lot of running. So I was dealing with like IT band and like runner's knee, then this hamstring. So my training block was very subpar. I didn't run the whole last week of my training block. My last week of my training block, I was icing, depression, and a little strengthening. Okay, so that's leading up to Detroit, right? So when I touched down in Detroit, I was doubtful that I was going to be able to run. So people send me texts like, "You gonna kill it?" And I got my whole little tracksmith gear. I'm swagged out, not knowing that I might not run on Sunday. So, not knowing if I can run or not Sunday. So, touchdown in Detroit. The plan was to see how I felt on Saturday at the shakeout run with We Run 313, which is a super dope run club in Detroit. And I ran the shakeout run. I didn't feel it. A lot of that has to do with my homie Jared, who I met on a run from Detroit. We talked about the parallels of St. Louis and Detroit, the whole run, 3 miles, and became my brother, and I'm very thankful for him. Get back to the hotel, Val pop up, my wife pop up, and that was the boost of energy and love that I didn't know I needed. So not only is she there to give me that love, I know she right with the content too. So she like, I know that was a plus too. I'm very grateful for that. So, but still, I'm like, I don't know I'm gonna run. I'm telling her that. She know that. So, the plan Sunday was to see how I felt the first 4 miles. If I felt my hamstring, I was mentally prepared to join the We Run 313 cheer squad. Like, my perspective has shifted to I'm okay with cheering for other runners that are running the race that I trained for. But I was proud of that. This book I read right before, I don't have it. It's The Obstacle is the Way. Is that it? Yes. The Obstacle is the Way. I had read it before, but I had took it to Detroit, and it really helped me a lot the night before. So, long story short, Sunday, that was my perspective. See how I felt. If not, I'm going to join the cheer squad. After the first 3.5 miles, I didn't feel it. So I'm like, guess I'm not joining the cheer squad. Let's lock in. But still, I'm like, every step, I'm like, no ham. Those first 4 miles. Then my angel ran up. Money Mike. This young white kid, 25-year-old white kid from Michigan, plays in the Michigan band. How do I know? Because we had a life story swap this run. He came up to me and said, "Hey man, I've been trying to catch you for the last 4 miles." I'm like, "What's up, bro?" We pounded. He's like, "Ricky," I'm like, "Mike," boom. He's like, "Your energy, something about your energy at the start line." And I'm like, "Bro, like, you don't even know. I needed your energy right now." So from mile 4 to, I believe it was maybe 10, whenever it split, because he's running the full. So it's like a sign that says like, little dogs, big dogs. No, for real. It's like half full. Continue the last 2 miles of the half. Continue the buku miles for the full. So we talked that whole way, and we just hyping the crowd up. I'm flying through the city, flying through Canada. And this kid was the necessary distraction. I call him an angel that I needed. And we actually swapped information on the run. We linked up on IG app, and I told him that, like, how grateful I was of him. How grateful I was for him, rather. So, Mike, you got a sliver of this, man. Real talk. So, anyway, I went from not knowing that I could run this race to hitting my goal pace. Like, blew my mind. I got emotional doing the run. Cry a little bit doing the run. And to experience this run and experience what I went through mentally was life changing, and it showed me that really we can do anything. So the wild part of my day, got a little stuff all around. Get back to the hotel. I'm still in the runner's high. I'm hyped. I actually stayed down in Chicago and downtown Detroit for a minute and just soaking it in, taking pictures, like meeting people. Get back to the hotel. With my wife, we chilling. I don't know if we ate or not. I don't remember. I was really just like on a high. Like I really was like kind of spaced out in a way. And come to find out, we get a text from my cousin. Let me back rewind a little bit. So this run was for my uncle. I always said that because he had been going to Dallas the past couple years. So I would drive him around, bring him food. He couldn't really drive, but mentally he was completely there. So whenever he wanted to give me money, I'd be like, no, just buy me this. No, just give me this. So those things were, he bought my registration for the Detroit Free Press Marathon. He bought me my Tracksmith singlet and my shorts. So the run was for him. I always told him that. I talked to him on Saturday before the run. He told me to break a leg in true Tony fashion, right? Break a leg. Sunday after the run, I called him about 11 a.m. He didn't pick up. Coming to find out that about 9 that night that he passed. That night of the run. And that just rocked me to go from here to here. Tony was really one of my best friends. And he just loved me so. I loved him so. And it was eerie for him to pass that day of the run. That was for him. But I could see the God in it, though. I could see the God in it. And I did an interview like the other day, and I briefly told this story. And the guy running the podcast said, "What if Mike was like your angel?" And that's really how I felt. Now that I look back at it, like this kid just ran up on me because he felt my energy and like helped motivate me through this run. So that was my Sunday in Detroit. I learned a lot about myself. Put a lot of things into perspective, and it really showed me that how important running is for me, mentally, physically, emotionally, and just my passion, my mission. So now I'm like, what's next? Like, we ride on a wave, Uncle Tony in my heart, and it showed me the impact. With him passing that day, showed me the impact of running to me and my family, and I'm grateful through it all. So now I can't stop running now. I got Tony flying with me, you heard? So first half marathon down, I got my eyes on something else cooking. I ain't gonna tell you just yet, but we finna run it up for real. I appreciate everybody that helped me along the way, all the advice, all the wisdom I got from all my friends, all my running track coaches. I really appreciate it. I got shout out Mark. He gave me advice here and there the whole way, but the throwaway sweats, man, was clutch. Throwaway sweats was clutch, and yeah, man, I'm just really grateful for what running has done for me, and I'm excited to bring that into St. Louis, full-fledged. So we outside. I'm Ricky Rock pouring live, and we finna be running it up, family. You heard? Peace.